They win the championship, and he breaks the team up. Why would you ever get rid of Caruso? Oh, you remember when they was in the bubble? And somebody said, what's y'all game plan for Russ? Let him shoot.
Yeah.
They said, let him shoot, and then the next year, what they do? They go sign the guy. They said, we gonna let him shoot. Make it make sense now. If Rob Pelinka was not Kobe's agent, does he have that job?
No, sir.
But y'all don't want to talk about that. All you want to talk about, well, LeBron got his son on his team. LeBron handpicked this. Let's have a real conversation. I got time today.
All right, guys. So we all know that the Oklahoma City Thunder completed a sweep against the Los Angeles Lakers, and LeBron's season is over, right? Now, there's a lot of conversations on whether he's going to return to the Lakers, go to Cleveland, go to the Warriors. And, you know, he said that he'll decide with his family what his next move is and stuff like that, right? And there's been a lot of discussions on whether LeBron's tenure in LA was a success. But to piggyback off that, right, Shannon Sharpe goes off on Rob Pelinka, right? And he criticized Rob Pelinka because he felt like Rob Pelinka didn't make the right moves for LeBron to maximize his championship window in LA. So let's get into what he had to say.
They win the championship, and he breaks the team up. Why would you ever get rid of Caruso?
Yeah.
You need 3-and-D guys. He talking about the team that Luka had around him in Dallas.
Yeah.
What did he have, Joe? Guys that could defend. He had 2 scorers, guys that could defend and shoot the 3. Mm-hmm. He had Washington. But Gafford, what was Gafford? Rebounding, lob threat.
Yep.
Lively, what was he? Rebound, lob threat.
Yeah.
P.J. Washington, 3.
Yeah.
And then you had Kyrie and him. But that's not what you call him did. He wanted to break it up. What I don't understand for the life of me, Joe, you remember when they was in the bubble? And somebody said, what's y'all game plan for Russ? Let him shoot.
Yeah.
They said, let him shoot, and then the next year, what they do? They go sign the guy. They said, we gonna let him shoot. Make it make sense now. See, now y'all done piss me off. Let's be all the way real. If Rob Pelinka was not Kobe's agent, does he have that job?
No, sir.
But y'all don't want to talk about that. All you want to talk about, well, LeBron got his son on his team. LeBron handpicked this. Let's have a real conversation. I got time today.
Yeah.
What about them picks? What about Serafino Hood? Serafino, what is Serafino Hood? Where is he? He was your first round.
I think he's talking about Hood Shafino.
Pick a couple of years ago. Where is he, Joe?
No, I have no clue, bro.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Out of Indiana, yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just checking.
Mm.
You had defenders. You had JaVale. You had Dwight Howard. You're not paying them $30 million. You break it up just because. And get what? So you know what? I think we'll be better if we have Carmelo. And Carmelo's a phenomenal player. He's a phenomenal offensive player. But Carmelo was old and he couldn't defend. Russ has never been known as a defender, and he couldn't shoot. I give you a prime example. I remember the one time I really got upset at Mike in 1999. We played against DC, Dale Carter, his whole career in Kansas City. We would come in there on a Wednesday and say, you know what, guys? He's going to do something to cost his team. He's going to get a penalty. He's going to get sneaky, going to get lazy with his eyes, and he's going to give us a big play. What did Mike do in 1999? Go sign the very guy said we need to stay away from because... But y'all don't want to talk about Rob. Oh, y'all talk about, hold on. Whoa. What about Magic? Do y'all really know? Y'all see, I got time today. I got a little bit of time on my hand today because, you know, I've been busy. Had to get up early this morning, shoot a pod, jump on a flight, had to come down. Ask said, we got to shoot. I said, no, I got to take a shower. I got smelling like Get Back right now. So I got to get in the shower. I got to get that up off me. Hey, ain't nobody asked why Magic Johnson quit? Why he just quit up and quit? Him and Jeannie's sisters, brother-sisters. They like brother-sisters. Oh, they wanted Luke Walton. Man, say, y'all, you know what? Y'all keep Luke. I'm up out of here.
Yeah.
LeBron wanted Ty Lue. The man won a championship, coached unbelievable. Nah, we gonna keep Luke Walton. Man, but you see what Luke did with Golden State? I could have coached Golden State with Steph, KD, Draymond, and Clay. Who the hell couldn't coach them to a championship? How he look with the Lakers? How he look with Sacramento?
Yeah.
Okay, so he wanted that. So he wanted to do that. I ain't got no. Hey, that's what you want. But now you want to make all these things. You want to get exactly. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. And y'all know Luka, one of my favorite players. You're not winning. Name a time you got a backcourt that's defensively challenged that you won a championship with.
It ain't one, boy.
Think about it. What did they say when they played Luka? We want Luka to guard, so we gonna put him in the pick and roll. As great as he is offensively, when you see the clutch situation last 5 minutes of the game, what happened? Austin Reeves last night, what did they do every time they wanted a basket?
All right, I'm gonna end it there. So you heard what Shannon Sharpe had to say, and I have my own thoughts. First of all, I thought it was weird that Rob Pelinka broke up that Lakers squad that won the championship in the bubble, right? Now, many people called it a Mickey Mouse ring championship, bubble-licious, but whatever. It was a legitimate championship, and it was one of the hardest championships, I think, in my opinion, given the circumstances and what the world went through at that time. But I'm not going to get too deep into that. Rob Pelinka has made some questionable moves that, even in myself, right? I'm like, does this guy even fuck with LeBron? Like, does this guy not like LeBron? Is there some sort of agenda? Because again, like Shannon Sharpe said, Rob Pelinka is a Kobe guy. He's a Kobe guy. And I'm not gonna absolve LeBron 100% from the Russell Westbrook trade, because if I transition here, right? AD and LeBron wanted Russ on the Lakers, right? It says the LA Lakers acquired Russell Westbrook from the Wizards in a 2021 draft night trade aimed at forming a big three with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, driven by a desire for a playmaker to ease pressure on LeBron James, and the deal materialized when Westbrook requested to move to his hometown. Now, obviously, you can pause the video and read the details, but it was a player-driven initiative, right? It says that Westbrook met with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and at LeBron's home, and they discussed, pursuing another championship, right? Now, I'm saying this to show you guys and, I guess highlight that LeBron should be absolved from this situation because he was one of the decision makers, but he is not the decision maker, okay? LeBron James is a player for the LA Lakers. His job isn't to pick players, to draft players, to do all that roster stuff like that. That is Rob Pelinka's job. And from a pure basketball standpoint, the Russell Westbrook trade made 0 sense, given the fact that he needs the ball in his hands, just like LeBron, right? In addition to the fact that Russell Westbrook cannot shoot, and all LeBron James has thrived in his career with are shooters. So as a GM, as the guy who constructs the roster, Rob Pelinka should have had the balls to look LeBron in the face and say, "Bro, this ain't it. This ain't it. This is not gonna work, and we're not doing this." But no, he said, "Fuck it." He said, "No, we're gonna do it anyways." And that, I feel like the Russell Westbrook trade derailed LeBron's tenure because it just went downhill from there. Now, obviously, the Lakers ended up getting off of Russell Westbrook, but since then, they just haven't had any success. They were bounced out of the first round a couple times by Denver and a frequent sweep from the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I kind of see where Shannon Sharpe is coming from. Like I said, LeBron isn't absolved, but he doesn't make basketball decisions. He shouldn't have to be the one making basketball decisions. And if Rob Pelinka actually knew what he was supposed to do, and actually, like, from a pure basketball standpoint, like, come on, bro. Come on, man. But let me know what you guys think about this in particular. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.